and dad got divorced when I was about 3.5. So ever since then, I lived with my dad. And I remember before they got divorced, when they already had split, but it wasn't like official, I would go back and forth between my mom and my dad. And I remember being at my dad's. It was amazing because my dad would give me bubble baths, I'd have my toys, like my dad did everything for me. But when I was at my mom's, I just vaguely remember this one memory, and to this day I'm still kind of like terrified of the bathtubs with the sliding plastic doors where you can't see through them. It's not like glass doors, it's like that foggy like thing where basically you can't see through it. And so my mom would put me in the bathtub and there'd be like a big 5-jug gallon of water in it, and she'd put me next to that with a little like scoopy cup, very Asian I know, and she would close the door and she'd be like, okay, go take a shower. So I was so young, but I still remember this, like just sitting there eye level with the faucet and just being scared because I didn't know what to do. I was like 2, 3, like I would just, okay, throw some water on myself, alright, I guess I'm clean, and would just wait for her to come back. So it was just 2 very different experiences when I was going back and forth between my parents. But finally, when I was with my dad, I was with him until now. So ever since I was 3.5, it was always my dad and I, everything was me and my dad. And to this day, he's my hero, he's my everything. And I don't have close relationships with my mom. I see her maybe once every year or every 2 years, and for major events. So she came to like my high school and college graduation, my 18th birthday. Everything else was kind of, yeah, once every 2 years per se. So whenever I tell anyone that my parents are divorced, people will say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. But I would always be like, why are you sorry? Like that's my life, that's normal to me. Like my dad was so amazing and so great that he filled both parent shoes. Like I never ever, I don't think in a day in my life missed my mom. And I know that might hurt if she ever were to saw this video, but I mean, I doubt it. She doesn't know I have a YouTube channel or any of this stuff, but like, there was not a day in my life that I've missed her because my dad was more than enough for me. Of course, the day, I had to go off to college, I was crying my eyes out because my dad was leaving, and that to me is what family is. Family is, people in your life that raise you. And even though I'm thankful that, my mom carried me in her womb for 9 months and gave birth to me, blood isn't enough to make someone your family. There's this great quote that one of my friends from high school, she gave me this picture frame that says, friends are the family you get to choose. And I completely agree with that. But I don't think that just because you're related to someone means you're family. There's tons of family members that I may be related to, but I've never met in my entire life, have never had any connection with, that might come along asking my dad and I for something. And it's happened. Hey, we're your second cousins, you want to house us while we are on vacation, in Vegas? Dad, I've never heard of these people in my entire life. And my dad will be like, well, yeah, they're your aunt's older sister's son, so might as well just let them stay. No, like, I love the people who are closest to me, like with all my heart, but they got there because of their actions on what they do for me and what I do for them and the relationship that we have. Blood to me isn't a good enough factor to warrant, a certain type of relationship, or to automatically assume that you deserve or are entitled to certain things from other family members. Like, that's not good enough for me. Family are those people that are there with you your entire life, that have raised you, that have made you into the person you are. And that's why I firmly believe that some of my closest friends are like my family, because that is the relationship that you have developed that have warranted that title of, they're like family. So, and I really wanted to just bring this up because, everyone always says, oh, I'm so sorry. Or, I'm so sorry you didn't grow up with mom. It's like, thanks, I don't know why you're saying sorry though. I had more than enough that I didn't really need my mom there in the end. But yeah, I got really worked up about this topic because a couple weeks ago, one of my uncles and his son got into a huge argument and it got physical. And my dad was like trying to comfort the son who was just hit by his dad, and like his dad was slurring and saying awful mean curse words and things at him, and my dad's like, oh, you know, just forgive him, he's your father. And I was like, blood doesn't make you family. Like, just because he's blood doesn't mean he automatically gets an apology, you know, or gets forgiveness. Like, no, like he has to apologize for the horrible things that he said and that he hit him. Like, I just got really emotional and worked up about that, and it just really reaffirmed in my mind that blood is never enough. It's how you treat others that warrant that title of family. With that, the Infinity family to me really is a family. Like, the fact that I've gotten to know so many of you all, and you have gotten to know me so much, and I hope that you will continue to get to know me through these sit downs with Cindy where, you know, I talk about a topic or a story or whatever. But I picked our, okay, I hate saying the word like fandom or like audience name or whatever group, as Infinity Family, because again, family means so much to me, because it means so much more than just blood. The Infinity Family consists of people from all over the world, of all different ages, of ethnicities and genders and all that, and yet we've come together on this channel to watch my content, and to me that is amazing, and I want to thank you all for being part of this family, and I hope that you do feel that our community is a family, and that we are growing, and that we are here for each other. If you ever need anything, you always know I'm here for you. You can reach out to me on social media, and I hope that you all will be here for each other as well. But thank you all so much for watching this week's Sit Down with Cindy, and I will talk to you all in a future video. Bye!